Hello. What are you eating, Dink?
You said you weren't starting now.
I said everyone said they were ready. So
You
I was.
just said you were just asking if we were
Dink
ready.
did not say he was ready. He asked me if I was ready.
Oh.
You said.
You said yeah.
Yeah, but you were just like asking me if I was ready, not if we were starting now. You're like,
Oh.
I'm not starting now. I'm just asking if you're ready.
Oh, well, I was the goal was if you were ready, we were gonna go.
Okay. I guess I should have put two and two
I believe
together.
I look the best out of three of you.
You
bastards,
do
by
look
the
you
way.
do look pretty crispy, Coach. I love it.
Okay, hold on. I'll have to do a wardrobe change. You ready for this? This is gonna be like you won't even recognize me.
Oh, the glasses.
Ah.
Oh, you're before
Sure not.
before it was Superman. Now you're Clark Kent.
No, it was Clark Kent. Now I'm Harry Potter.
There. Okay. There we
Sucks.
go. There we go. We got it. Got it. Okay. How loud are we?
I don't know how loud are you.
Fishy. Are sounds okay? I haven't updated anything. I think I'm loud as shit.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm redlining. Hold on. Hello? Okay, I think we're good now.
Be able to edit this nonsense out.
Yeah, we can fix this. Yeah, the hour has not started. I'm just making sure we don't redline. Hello?
Adjust.
Hello? Okay. Sorry, guys. This is our first time. One, my first time using OBS, and two, our first time going live on YouTube. So I'm trying to check everything out here.
Oh, you never used OBS before?
No, this is the first time I've used OBS.
Chat. Make sure you like this video
Yes,
or this
like
stream.
and subscribe.
If you don't, children will die.
Yes, and then we'll have to
That's
hear
it.
from.
That's it. Children will die unless you like the video.
Well, you know, we do know Anakin personally, so.
We do. He'll come get you. Coach is loud enough. I can see. Because he was. Coach, talk for.
Why am I always goddamn blurry?
I
You
thought
look
looked
good
the
on
best,
mine.
Coach.
The,
I looked like shit.
I'll be honest
I
with
look
you.
like
I'm looking
streaming
at it.
off of fucking,
I'll be honest with you. I'm looking
Android.
at it on YouTube right now, and we all look a little blurry.
okay, alright.
So it's not just you. It actually looks better than what it was when we would do it on Twitch. So
As long as Dink looks the blurriest, I'm fine.
this is definitely something I will watch. I will watch again tomorrow. Don't you guys worry, and we'll figure out some shit.
It's gonna work.
what up, Reg? What up, whoever this Ben Simmons is? How you
Reggie.
doing,
Reggie.
He can hit a
Fishy.
three-pointer when
Let's
that
go. What's
counts.
up, guys? Okay, guys. Welcome back.
To season 3, episode 1. We're recording on YouTube.
Look at what my fucking wife just said.
She loves me more. Yes, I know.
She said, "Looks fine to me, minus your nose."
Ah, let's go. Jokes.
Can opener.
How about you?
Sorry, what?
How about you go back to work, Rihanna, or do whatever it was you were doing when I was
Wow, he told you to go back in the kitchen. That's crazy. I'm just
Kitchen
kidding, I'm kidding.
never
Dare
came
you
out
do
of.
that to
How did
dare
y'all
you do that
meet?
to Claptrap?
Us three or me and my wife? Us three or me and my wife?
Streaming done.
So I don't know how far behind Chad is from us. I love you too. W wife.
I think-
Okay, Reggie.
I think
All right, chill.
I think it's like a 10-second delay or something.
Yeah, this was doing the same thing on me when we were on Twitch, but that's okay. We can check it out here. The actual guys, the game plan for our streams. Yes, welcome to Order of the Spoons, season 3, episode 1. This is the return.
Claptrap.
Jesus. All three, y'all three. Let's get into that. So we'll get into that here in just a second, because I think it'll be good. One of the things I kind of want us to talk about today is just introduce ourselves, just a little personal and just as personal as we want to get. We don't have to get too personal. Like, what are your sugar
Yeah, we do.
levels? Like,
We
we don't
do.
have to do that, you know.
We do.
We
do.
But you shout out Coach for the AFC Richmond shirt. I fucking love that jersey. It's so cool. I want one. But that's kind of what I want to do. Like, I think so moving forward. So our streams are going to be we're going to stream every Wednesday. They're going to be hour-long podcasts, hour-long live streams on YouTube here on this channel.
Yes,
and we're going to discuss the news. We're gonna movie news, gaming news, streaming news, TV news, anything we think is worthy of spending a good portion of our Wednesday night on for the week. We're gonna
Even when
do
Dink
that.
does not watch it.
Yes, even if Dink doesn't watch something that blew up that week.
Like what? What is there that I haven't seen?
Have you
right
watched
now?
Secret Invasion?
That's garbage. There's my hot Marvel
you have
take
to
right
watch
there.
it. You have to watch it to be able to say it's hot garbage.
Yeah, like
I haven't
Rebels.
seen it, so that means it's garbage.
Right, hand in hand. Okay. But every week I Coach, Dink, myself, we're gonna put some we got some notes, kind of what we want to talk about, what we think is worthy of talking about for the week. And we're gonna kind of keep it to a limit. We're gonna kind of keep it to a limit where we're gonna try and have the stream be about an hour. We have not started the hour yet, so we're gonna go a little bit longer today since we're doing some technical things, getting that figured out. And then we'll get into it. So I think that's a pretty good little segue into what I think our podcast should be, what we think the podcast should be, what we think is going to be the most fun and engaging. And I do think we can engage with the chat. So if the chat puts something in that's, I think, good for what we're talking about, I think we should easily, definitely engage with it, because my hope is that I leave a little bit of time in our notes that we can spend a minute or two on someone's comment or whatever. But yeah, no, I think we're at 8:15 right now. So go for an hour until 9:15. 9:15. Sorry.
East Coast.
We can go for an hour until 10:15 for you guys. Fucking can't spell best without EST.
We'll be live all night, folks.
We'll be here all night. No, so I think let's start. Obviously, I just think we should start out by saying a little bit about ourselves. I think I want to start off, obviously, by answering Reggie's question in the chat. How did we meet? Through streaming.
Banged his mom.
Yeah, Coach.
Banged my mom.
We all had sex with each other's moms.
Don't lie, Revan. Tell them the truth.
No.
I wouldn't say unfortunately, but we did meet while playing Battlefront 2.
Yep.
One form or another. Star Wars brought us together. That's basically what it is.
Yep.
Yes.
We are all three lovers of Star Wars.
Star Trek. Star Wars.
and
him now. Just kick him out.
kick him out of the live. But yeah, no, we all started. We were all playing Battlefront 2 on Twitch. We were all part of kind of the big Star Wars community that was over on Twitch, and we met each other through that. Dink. I started streaming in November of 2020, I believe. November of 2020, I think, was when I started streaming, and I was just streaming.
You sure? Because it was a lot earlier than that. Because I
maybe
started
2019. 2019.
19.
November of
Because
2019.
I started that summer of 2019.
I've been streaming 4 years in November. That's crazy. I did not. That's
kind of
crazy.
nuts.
So I started streaming in November of 2019, and I was just literally streaming with my actual name. Like, that was my username. I think I was like my first name, last name, and then my like a set of numbers. That was my streaming name. And then finally I was like, what do I love? And I started talking to other people that I know stream, which was my cousin at the time, because I hadn't met these two yet. And I started streaming. He told me, find a game you love playing. And then as time went on, I started streaming Battlefront 2, and that's when I met these two goofballs.
Yes, sir.
When did you start streaming, Coach?
Technically, my first stream was 2018. It was under a different name. I remember that name because I don't have that login. I streamed Fortnite on a computer that couldn't handle it. Didn't last long. And then in 2019, and son decided that he was like, I'm gonna do it, and then would always balk and not do it. I just said,
Right.
I'll do it, and I went and got affiliate way before he did, and showed him the proper way to do it, and he followed up, got his. Basically, it was 2018 to 2019. hot and heavy end of 2019 into 2020 because we didn't have anything better to do in 2020.
Right. That's about when I really started. That was right about when the Star Wars Battlefront was really popping off, was in 2020 when no one was doing anything. But
And the goal I had originally was just to play Star Wars games, talk about Star Wars with like
absolutely.
And it works and it doesn't work. Point.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah,
Hard
no,
to
I did I meet Coach, did I meet you first or did I meet Dink first? Which one did I meet first?
You met me first because I went through rated
Did I meet you through Dazu?
Chronic. Oh, you rated Chronic, and I got the Chronic through someone else. Oh, Serp. I got through Chronic to Serp, and you
Oh, yeah,
rated
Serp.
Chronic. That's how
Yeah.
I found you.
And then Dink, where did I find you? How did I come across you?
I think you rated me or I rated you.
Because you joined my stream one day, and I loved your name, and I loved your artwork.
Maybe I rated you then.
And you pointed out your artwork and stuff, and I met you in my channel. And then I noticed you told me you were stream. You told me you streamed. So I don't know if maybe you told me or you rated, and then I saw your next stream, and you didn't have a camera yet.
Probably not, no.
And
I was a camless streamer for like the first 2 months.
when did you start streaming?
I started, I want to say, December of 2020. Yeah. So,
That was
we'll
19
be coming
too.
up on 3 years. No, I don't think so.
Because
Ooh, wait a minute. No,
2020
no.
was the spring that everything was going.
No. I didn't start streaming till after COVID. Because I remember I didn't stream at all my freshman year. 2019 was my freshman year of college. I started when I was a sophomore.
Yeah, because he started after me, and I was November of 2019, so we were literally 2 months from going to 2020.
Yeah, but I was December of 2020.
Really, you
I
were
think
almost
yeah.
2021?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah, if you go to my channel and type !accountage at Dinkalicious, it hasn't been 3 years yet, which is kind of crazy.
Which one of y'all would say is the best? The best gamer or the best streamer? Because I'm not answering that question. I'll answer the best.
Gamer, no, neither. Not.
I think we're all dog shit. I can't.
can't play a game for crap. All right, but I'd say
I think I'm pretty good at Battlefront.
Dink's probably the most to us.
The most what?
I think you're more interesting.
I don't know about that.
I think
I'm just a little baby. I don't
I
know.
think you have because Dink, the first thing I noticed about your stream when I first joined your stream was your voice, which is why I thought it was so fun with you being camless. The voice is what got me interested, and your laugh and how engaging you were and your energy. Even though you didn't have a webcam, that's what got me to stay around. So that's why I would say I think when it comes to streaming and a community, and I know we have our ups and downs. We've talked about, all of us have talked about the struggles with keeping a community and building that community. But I would say you have the best building blocks to build that. I think there's just some stuff that we can all do to build that. I think you have the best building blocks to get there because of your energy, basically. Because I don't have the same energy you have, and Coach, we both don't have the same energy you have.
You just have stupid ass comments and
Well,
weird references.
I just know I know a lot of shit, and I don't shut the fuck up. I don't have a lot of energy, but I'm really engaging. And
You scream like a little girl.
I do sometimes, yes. But I'm very engaging, and that's, I think, what I do best. And I think Coach is the same way. Coach is very engaging, and knows his shit. And when people come in and
I
have
think
ideas and thoughts,
Coach is very witty. I
and
think
witty,
Coach is
yes,
very
you're very witty. You have that dad humor.
Yeah,
Dad
I think
humor.
Coach is fucking hilarious.
What's up, Iro?
If you like
Oh,
that dry sense
winter,
of humor.
spring, summer, and fall.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't say any of us are the best, because I think we're all very good at certain things, and I think we all can, obviously, we can all get better at things. But I think the main thing about what we do and what we want to do is entertain our community and just have a good time. What Coach said this earlier, and I think it was perfectly put. I just want to play video games with my friends and bullshit about things that I like. That's what I want to do. And I said this on Kick the other day. I want my community on Kick to be there for me as the streamer and not for the game I'm playing. And I think that got out of hand really fast on Twitch. And I think with that specific game that we were all playing, it became a who's playing Battlefront. I don't care who it is.
Is it Voldemort? Like, why are you afraid to say Battlefront?
I fucking hate that.
What?
I hate Battlefront,
Did you say,
dude.
Is this what?
He asked if it was Voldemort.
It's like
I
the
heard
game that shall not
Baltimore.
be named.
The game that shall not be named. Screams like a girl and his nose faces left. Can I ban Liam?
No, Liam.
No,
is,
Liam is my
unbannable.
son. He's my little brother.
No,
He's my little brother. Oh, I can ban him.
but yeah, I think that's just kind of who we are as streamers. And that's just what our personalities are. And I think we all got along very well because of our love for us all having that singular love for Star Wars. But yeah, I don't know if there's me personally. I'd be willing. I don't know if you guys want how much you guys want to say about who you are personally, and if there's anything you guys want to talk about what you guys do. And
I'm an asshole. That's all.
We know.
we know. We know. No, I work a lot. I'll go. I work a lot. That's one thing.
Pass the ball.
That's one
The
thing my
talking ball.
community and these guys will say. These guys give me shit all the time about, oh, something came up, he couldn't stream. So I'm probably because of that, I'm probably going to be updating my streaming schedule. I'm probably going to take Tuesday off just because so many things can happen on Tuesday and stuff can change to where Tuesday is going to be one of those surprise days where if I stream, it's going to be on a Tuesday. But I work a lot. I'm in management at Target. I work at Target, and yes.
Mr. Revan.
Yes, sir.
I have a question. What if you did like just at the begin, like just release a schedule at the beginning of a week, just have like on a weekly basis. Since like your schedule with work, it's always going to change. I feel
True.
like. You know,
Well,
so
and
maybe you
I
could
might
like
do that, yeah. Like on a Monday.
You know, beginning of the
Just from
week.
experience.
You know, it's like this is the
Thursday.
schedule this week, and then just have a list for the week.
Probably. I think that's
know.
actually not a bad idea. I thought about doing that, but then I just never did it. But the reason why I haven't done that is because I pretty much know my week is pretty much set in stone. Like I'm doing Thursdays. Every week I'm gonna I do Thursday, and then every other weekend for sure I'm doing pretty much like any mix of Friday, Saturday, Sunday for two of those days I'm streaming.
Saturday, Sunday.
But yeah, my wife she was in
My
chat
wife.
earlier. Rihanna, my wife, here with
My
my wife. Our anniversary is on Friday. No, tomorrow. Our anniversary is yeah, tomorrow. Our anniversary is tomorrow.
Tomorrow's
Because we're going. So
Thursday.
we're going to dinner on Friday, and I was like, wait a minute. I thought today was the first. We're going to dinner on Friday to celebrate our anniversary. So yay.
I don't know what day it is. I have a freaking phone.
I thought it was the first. I thought it was the first. And us going to dinner the day after the anniversary threw me off. so yeah. So
You're streaming on your anniversary?
she's going to be working. So I'll stream while she's working.
Okay.
We didn't plan anything for the day. She's working, so I'll stream all day, and then we're going to hang out, and then we'll go to dinner Friday night. But yeah, and then
Liam.
bro, we're sitting. I didn't. My days were off. But yeah, there's nothing too special about me. 28.
Faces.
My face is not symmetrical.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get that
tower
out of
over
the way
him.
now. For the 10 people that are hanging out in here, my face is not symmetrical. You're going to notice. It's fine.
It's flat. It's fine. No,
He's
it's
also
just paste to the
5'2".
side of
He's
his face.
5'2".
I'm not 5'2". I'm 5'8". Fuck
5'2".
off.
I
Short.
towered over him.
But yeah, I don't
Hey,
know.
You guys saw
I
the
was like-
selfies.
Like
He's up to like my shoulder. No, I'm just
short.
kidding.
We're the same fucking height.
We are not the same height.
You're
okay?
like an inch taller than me.
then Dink had lifts on or something.
I had my Tom Cruise 4-inch lifts.
But yeah, that's a
I
little
can't wait
bit
to
about
see
me.
Coach. Coach is like 6 foot or 6'1" or something.
Damn.
What are you?
6'1".
One. Yes, I am
Oh.
a 6'1" of man meat. I'm a Faja of children, the youngest being 21 months now.
She's so cute.
She is. I'm an occasional streamer, so I stream when I feel like it. But I'm a TikTok god. God damn it. So
You're-
I'm,
Yeah,
I-
you guys are both far superior in the TikTok space.
Can I interject for one quick second, Coach?
I can't
ahead.
do it.
Did you see my comment on your new video? It fucking worked.
it fucking works.
The trigger a fan base with one sentence video you fucking did. You fucking piece of shit.
Ray is a Skywalker. I'm sorry.
Oh. We're not gonna get into it. We're gonna run out of time.
Anyway, the
We'll talk about that
find
on
me
another day.
on all of the socials under Coach_Vader or Coach Vader. Any of them. I stream on TikTok and hopefully sometime soon. Well, I hope to be streaming on TikTok soon. Basically, Kick and probably
Cool.
whatever that other one is that we used to do. What's that one called?
The purple one.
Is that purple one? Well, we may show up some streams in there too. But for the most part, I am a 501st member. I together my armor. I don't build it because
That's cool as hell, man.
I have a large supply of Star Wars helmets that's growing every 2. No, I have Azori Bliss ordered that I'm gonna. And I have the Black Series. One of that new Trooper one that came. Be up over 25 or 30 different Star Wars helmets.
Nice.
You can
Yeah.
check them out on TikTok.
It's cool as shit.
Have a-
Check him out.
Ink.
Yeah, a little bit about yourself, Dink.
I am a musician.
Go pop.
I'm coming into grad school. These are my children. No. I'm a trumpet player. The goal is to be a full-time musician, but right now I'm still a student. I also do art on the side. I'm a self-taught artist, and I'm currently teaching myself how to produce music as well.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of work though. But yeah, I stream seasonally, summer, winter, and I'm planning on making YouTube content in the fall
Sweet.
and spring. But we'll see, because I need to actually come up with something to actually put on there, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy to be here, and yeah.
Yeah, the thing that I would say about all of us is we just enjoy doing what we do. Like, I know it can get kind of hectic sometimes and it can get kind of annoying and irritating, but one thing I would say is that when it, like, at the end of the day, we all do still enjoy it. Like, I stream pretty consistently weekly, pretty much the same days. I stream every Thursday and every other weekend.
Wait, all right. I must be at work, so I can't watch or something.
I stream every Thursday. Yeah, last Thursday you weren't there.
Well, I don't know where I was at.
You were probably working. Your work schedule's been fucking crazy
was-
lately.
Well, it's not that I say work schedule. It's just busy.
What's up, Jesse?
cook, Jesse. Let's cook, Jesse.
But yeah, no, I feel you. It's
So mad that broke, Dink.
Yeah, me too.
what broke?
I mean, I opened it and it just
Uh-oh.
came broken. Like whoever the fuck like packed this thing or like sent it, whoever was like handling this in the mail just fucked it. You know?
Yeah, they like threw it against the wall a couple times.
I don't know.
Crap.
Some guy must have threw a temper tantrum. Like, I hate working for Amazon. Fuck this job. And then fuck this thing for me.
Jesse is Kestis. Sup, Kestis?
No, it's Jesse. Let's cook, Jesse.
Let's cook.
Let's cook. Jesse.
Okay, so we have all said a little bit about ourselves. Now we can get into the fun.
Yes, let's end.
My
this shit.
goal-
I'm just kidding.
My goal here, guys. Now let's end. My goal
Go play
here
FIFA.
everybody, my goal here. We each brought, well, Dink didn't. Dink's probably going to come up with his right now. If you guys know
What are you
anything
talking
about
about?
Dink is probably going to come up with some of these topics as it's going, so he'll probably go last.
Listen, just because I'm a natural at this, it doesn't mean I came unprepared. Okay. All right?
a natural at trying to make Revan rage.
He is really good at it.
That's basically what your hot takes are for.
Your
Yeah, that's
Coach, your TikTok today, I saw it today this morning before I went to work. I almost threw it through my wall. I almost threw my phone through my wall. Not even
You guys are gonna make me want to reinstall this app.
It was a great TikTok, and I hope it reaches the Star Wars community on TikTok. Cause holy shit,
I hope it does too. I mean, I
Oh
know
my
some that's gonna hit
God.
100,000.
it was literally some guy just sitting there going, "Give me one sentence that will trigger an entire fan base," and Coach just fucking slowly slides the camera over and goes, "Rey is a Skywalker," and I was like, "No way he did that." No way, because someone like we know people who are like who hate it
yeah.
because you got to think of Nooch, like like there's people out there like Nooch. So sweet, we were on time with that guy. So I think what we should do is, I told each of these guys to bring a favorite movie of all time, favorite TV show of all time, and a favorite video game of all time. We would each give ours, and then we can discuss for a few minutes, and I figured we could spend a little bit of time on that. So I don't know how you guys want to do it. We can each give all three, and then talk about all three of them, or Coach can give his movie. What?
Clarify.
What?
Can it be a movie, or can it just be a specific movie within that series?
Specific movie.
God damn you!
I have an idea for a franchise. I didn't plan that idea for this specific episode. I want to do franchises, I do, but we're not doing it. Not doing it for this episode because I wanted to, but I was like, I didn't think we would have time for it. And listen, if we have time, if we get through each of these three and we have time, we can do it.
All right, let's get on with it.
Okay. Do we just want to do, so like you give your movie, we talk about it, I give my movie, we talk about it, then Dink gives his movie, or do we want to do you give your movie, TV show, and game, and then we talk about it?
I think you need to go first so Dink and I can trash you.
Okay, fine. Do we want to do each one first, or do we want to give all three?
We want to do each one because we want to talk about.
Sounds good. Okay. So, we're going to start with movie. Here's my favorite movie of all time. You ready? Y'all ready for this? I thought about it tonight. It came into my head and I was like, holy shit, it's my favorite movie. My criteria for my favorite movie is if this movie is on TV, I will stop what I'm doing and I will watch it. When I come across it on any streaming platform, I'm going to watch it.
You're welcome for that.
Yes.
I brought that up season.
Here is my favorite movie of all. Here's my favorite movie of all time. Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl.
The first one was
The first
What?
Pirates of the Caribbean is my
That's
favorite movie
the
of all time.
greatest movie of all time.
Nope.
No,
It's my personal favorite movie of. It's not greatest. I don't think it's it's not the greatest movie of all time. It's my personal favorite movie of all time.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's different then.
It is. That's all I want you to do. Because if I was going to go what I think is the best movie of all time, it would be a different answer. If I went what I think is the greatest movie of all time, in my personal opinion, it would be a different answer. My favorite movie, the movie that I will watch, I could watch it daily. Pirates of the Caribbean 1, the first one. It's so fucking fun. So good. Exactly, Iro. It Curse of the Black Pearl, 10 out of 10. It's fucking awesome. What do we think?
Okay, so anytime that Pirates movie with his face is watchable, it is what you're welcome for that breakdown. If I stop what I'm doing and watch it, that means it's a good movie. That Pirates of the Caribbean falls into that one. Honest, all of them do.
Yes, agreed.
Definitely. I don't have anything bad to say about it because in that role, my favorite, but I mean, there's nothing I can bitch about it other than the fact that, I knew that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's like probably what mine's coming, so it's like, all right.
Yeah, it's to me my favorite movie of all time because it's just it came out when I was young, and it was just something that I watched all the time. I went to it multiple times. Every time it's on TV, I watch it. If it's on, like, when it's on the streaming service with me, I watch. Like, if I see it on a streaming service, I'm gonna stop and watch it. Like, shit, I'm probably gonna watch it. I'll probably watch it tomorrow now that we're talking about it because I want to. But like this, it's so much fun for me. What do you think, Dink? What are your thoughts on my favorite movie of all time?
I think the one that has the great quote of "What are you doing?" is the best one out of that series.
That's the third. That's the third one. That's at World's End. That's when he comes back from the dead.
Yeah, but that's still awesome.
It's still awesome.
I don't know which one is my favorite out of that franchise. Actually, I guess
it was 1 or 2 for me. I really like 3 though too. The reason why I went with 1 is because of Barbossa.
Is Barbossa's in all of them?
No, he died at the end of the first one. He wasn't in the second one. He came back in the third one.
Sure, I'm pretty sure he was in this. Well, he was in the end credit of the second one.
Yeah,
but in it.
But he came back in the third one for sure. Like came back, like actually had a role in the third one. Yeah. The third one I think is incredibly underrated, but
yeah, I like the third one. I think that third one could it might actually be my favorite. I might have to do another rewatch of it.
The third one?
I don't remember. They're all just so good.
They're all so good. They're just like
the first one is iconic.
You can say some of them are bad movies, but ultimately they're all just fun. They're all just fun adventures. And also, pirates are fucking cool.
I hate when people say it's a bad movie or
I disagree.
Like if it's entertaining, fun, and you enjoy it, then it can't be a bad movie. I mean, ultimately, bad movies can be enjoyable because I grew up in the 80s with a lot of bad movies that are enjoyable.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that say Pirates of the Caribbean is a bad movie. I just think that they highlight fun aspects of a story, not necessarily the ins and outs of making sure everything lines up so it makes sense. Like that's a movie that doesn't need to make sense.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was talking, and we can move on to my TV show, or if you guys want to give your movies, we can do that here in just a second. But like I was like, for example, like bad movies thing. Like Poseidon was talking to me on TikTok earlier. He gave the Flash movie a 2.5 out of 10. And I'm like, see, that's like bad. And I rarely ever give movies that low of a score. Like, if I'm not a fan of it, like, on my scale from 1 to 10, if it's above a 5, that usually means I enjoyed more than half of it. Like, the Fant Four Stick movie, the remake of the Fantastic Four, I would put that movie at about a 5, because the first half of that movie is fucking awesome. Second half, not great. Not good at all.
The movie is garbage.
Oh yeah, no, it's ultimately bad. But I rarely ever put anything below a 5. There's a few that I would, like Suicide Squad, like the first Suicide Squad movie is below a 5.
But I enjoy the first Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't fucking talk. Because Harley Quinn, number one, the whatever her face is, like those are just horrible bad guys for it. Yeah. But I can look past that because I think Harley Quinn and Joker in that make up for it. And people don't like Will Smith, but I think Will Smith was pretty damn good in that.
Yeah.
You don't like Will Smith?
I said people don't like Will Smith.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I agree with the comment.
Musical artist?
I agree with the comment you put in there, Dink. I agree with that. I think the first 3 are the best. But yeah, Coach, what about you? Favorite movie? What's your favorite movie of all time, Coach?
I was gonna say Episode 8, just to rust your balls, but no, it's Empire.
Fair.
As much as people want to bitch, moan, and complain, say, "Oh, George had an idea." No, he didn't. He had a synopsis for the whole thing, right? Mm-hmm. He didn't have the intricacies done. He was able to make 4, so he made 4, and then after 4 was done, he had to come up with 5. Which ends up being the best because he didn't direct it. Mm-hmm. That's what makes it good because Kushner, his name, he was able to add spice to it that you're missing in the other movie.
Yeah.
He was able to do some stuff, but it gives you everything. It gives you sense, gives you friendship, loyalty, and a reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that reveal is one of the top 10 reveals of all time in cinema.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
no,
it's
I'm
way
your
better than
father.
episode 4.
But when people tell me, "Oh, you have to watch them in order because that's the way they were meant," no, they weren't.
Yeah.
They were meant to be 4, 5, 6, then
1, 2, 3.
or what I personally believe. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and go into the other ones.
Yep, that's how I watch it too. Machete order.
Yeah, I mean, you can add in Solo and the other ones. That's
Mhm.
fine. Like that help adds context. But if you're just watching 1 through 9, that's the way to do it. 4,
Mhm.
5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Hey, for the sake of time, not so much because I don't want to talk, but because I agree with you. Empire was literally in my top 3 when I was making decisions. Empire was one of them. I ended up going with the one I have the more fun with, watching because of my childhood. But yeah, Empire was in my 3 because of everything you said.
Yeah, I
You know,
agree.
my three were Empire, Ghostbusters, and
Mhm.
I was waffling on episode 3.
My other third one was Back to the Future.
Yeah, I agree.
Love Back.
I think episode 3, Search for Spock, is really good, in my opinion. I also think that's the best out of all of them.
Do you have any feedback on
No,
his favorite movie?
No, I like my personal favorite out of the Star Wars movies. Is actually Episode 3.
Mhm.
Conveniently, that's also in Episode 3. Yeah, I like Episode 3 the best. But out of the original trilogy, I would say 5 or 6 is my favorite. Definitely not
Yeah.
4. I think 4 is kind of boring
Mhm.
in comparison,
Mhm.
in my opinion. I don't think anything really happens, but I understand they're just like setting up a lot of exposition for the entire thing. And at the time, like it's like, oh my god, like we've never seen this before, you know.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I'm a prequel guy, so you know.
Yeah, exactly. And
So that's the part about it. Like, you can be OT, prequel,
Mhm.
sequel, whatever. It doesn't matter.
yeah.
To me, it doesn't matter.
And I grew up watching the originals because of my dad, and 5 was his favorite. So obviously that was why it ended up being my favorite. But yeah, it was 6 was my favorite for a long time because obviously I was a kid when I was really watching them, and I loved Luke with the green lightsaber. I loved I enjoyed the battle on Endor. I thought that was all really cool. But yeah, as I started to kind of grow up and age a little bit more, 5 became my favorite.
Exactly. That's how it was. Like, I liked 4. I burned up 3 episode 4 tapes as a kid, right?
Mhm.
But it was episode 6 that hooked me. Like, and then as I got older, realizing the other 2, how good they were, but realizing, everything that was put into Empire was just so much better than either one of them. Even though Return of the Jedi, when I was out in '83, so I was like
Yeah.
7, 8. That was my jam.
Yeah.
Jam,
I agree.
jam.
I ain't got much. I don't have much hate to give on that because it was literally in my 1, 2, and 3 on when I was picking today. So,
Let's unleash the hate. What's your favorite?
what's your favorite movie of all time, Dink?
Okay, I'm going in a completely different direction. I can't pick a favorite movie, so I'm just gonna pick the movie that I've seen the most.
Mhm.
I've seen this movie probably 50 times at least. I'm gonna
Damn.
go with Forrest Gump.
Ooh, okay.
That's different.
Forrest Gump would be in my what I think are some of the what I would have in my list is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah,
It would be in like my
I've
top
seen that
10.
movie like 60 times.
Interesting.
The other movie
okay.
I've seen a shit ton is actually The Sound of Music. I've
Love
seen
that
that a
movie.
shitload.
You're a
but-
musician.
Well, no, I watched that because my mom was obsessed with it, and
okay.
I ended up watching it in like 3 different languages, which was lovely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, that being said, I probably won't watch either of those movies again for like another 30 years because I've seen them so many times, so I'm kind of sick of it.
Mhm.
But that's what I'm gonna go with because I've just for the sheer rewatchability,
All right.
you know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
Forrest
with
Gump
that.
was definitely one of those movies I watched a shit ton as well. Like I watched it a lot. And I think it was because I think it hit, and I don't know if you guys saw the same thing. It hit like a weird era where it was on TV all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. Now, like the second you brought that up, Dink, I was like, was Forrest Gump on TV almost every day for anyone else?
Yeah, it was TNT, TBS
Yeah.
had the rights to it, so Turner
crazy.
had the rights to it, so they were playing it as much as they could.
Yeah, I just felt like I saw it all the time because it was always on TV, and it was one of those movies that I would always yeah, I agree. I think I would end up watching it a lot, so I have seen it a lot.
And it's a long movie too, but then you've seen it so many times that it's like not
Yeah.
long anymore.
No, I agree. Nothing super
like a
crazy
whole
on that
journey.
one. I was expecting to unleash some hate, but nope, not too bad. Okay, TV show.
It's coming.
TV show, and I think this one will be easier, and I don't think we'll have a whole lot of hate to give on this, and we can give some brief thoughts with each other. Here's my favorite TV show of all time:
Oh, look at the shirt he's wearing.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's my favorite TV show of all time. I have seen it so much.
I'm sure Ira would agree.
I
Ira
have
would probably
rewatched
agree.
it so many times. It is my childhood. I love Aang. The movie broke my heart when they made it, and just now they're making the live action one, and I'm excited to see what they do for Netflix. We'll see. I'm very cautiously optimistic, but I agree. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Everything we have said about what our favorite movies are, all of that stuff, put that in the show. It's the same fucking thing. It's so good. That's my favorite TV show of all time, I think.
Is that cartoon?
Yes. It's from Nickelodeon. It's a Nickelodeon cartoon. It's a Nickelodeon cartoon.
I know what the last year, but I watched that pretty good movie that they made.
Oh, for time's sake, I'm not going to get involved.
Why? It's a great movie.
You know? I have one quick thing to say.
Okay.
I actually, when I was a kid, that show was airing, but I never actually watched it. But I remember watching the movie in theaters. I was like, yo, this movie is good. I got to watch this show.
Then you watch
Like,
the show?
But like my first impression was the movie. I was like, yo, these firebenders are sick, bro.
Then you watched
And
the
then,
show and you were like,
then
well,
I
that
watched the
movie
show,
was
like,
ass.
when I was a teenager, and I was like, yeah, damn, that movie was kind of garbage.
Yeah, no, no, Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's just gorgeous. Writing is amazing. Music is phenomenal. Action is great. I just think, and I'm super excited for the Avatar Studios that they've done, where they're going to be making a bunch of little spin-offs and stories in other comics. Super excited for that. So
I read a lot of their comics. It was good.
it's very good. That's my favorite TV show. Yeah, Coach, favorite TV show of all time?
I'm old enough to have different eras of favorite TV show,
I'm curious.
and it's very hard to pick.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the watch logs, even though I want to say Lasso, it can't be Ted Lasso. It's
Okay.
got to be Chuck. It'd be
Chuck. All right. Yeah, you talk about Chuck all the time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why Chuck?
Is, kind of like that everyday goof, like Tinker yourself, that could be just like stumble upon him to be that awesome
Yeah.
and also that horrible at the same time. Be in a fake relationship with one of the hottest women in the planet. They tight leotard suit like half the time. Like, the breakdown on geekdom of the characters, the heart in the show, the development of the throughout the show, like Sarah Walker, the CIA character, like her growth from beginning to end. Jane, or if anybody watches Firefly, Jane is one of the he was NSA, so he was an agent. His growth from beginning to end, and then Chuck's growth from beginning to end, like everything about it was just fun. And probably if I was a kid playing around and I had that idea, that would be the idea. But,
Yeah.
Ultimately, fun show. I've been through all seasons, even though season 5 is hot garbage. I got through it because
Yeah.
there's some good cameos in that season. So
Mhm.
ultimately, it's got to be Chuck, but a very close second is my childhood Dukes of Hazzard,
Mhm.
current, which is Lasso.
That's cool. I didn't know a lot of that stuff about Chuck, which was it's cool to hear. You've talked about it a little bit, but I know nothing about it, so I don't have a whole lot of feedback to give. But when I was guessing in my head what you were gonna pick, I had a couple of shows popping up in my brain, and one of them was Chuck.
It was when NBC really started doing their merch. I had everything. I actually still have the lunchbox somewhere. Buy more lunchbox. Got like I used to have I do still have the buy more green tea polo.
Mhm. Yeah,
It-
yeah, that's cool. I have those shows too that are just like what am I thinking of? Like what you were saying, like kind of like part of my childhood, which is why I went with Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I wanted to say Attack on Titan, because right now I am chomping at the bit.
oh,
Uh-oh. We lost him. It fucked up our screens.
he was messing around with backgrounds, so he probably kicked him.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. We don't need him.
I gotta fix the screen. What happened?
I thought you were doing one big screen. Oh, look at my head.
I was going to, and then it was kind of confusing. I could probably still do it. I might do it for the next one, to be honest with you. Just because I think it'll be the easiest. Is he coming back?
I have
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
There's like, is he coming back?
Not editing this out. We're gonna say this is the dumbass part of the program.
Am I back?
You're
What
back,
The
you're
fuck just
back.
happened?
Stop playing with you. I like how George Washington's just floating in the
George
background.
Deezer is floating in the sky.
Bro, I changed my background and then everything just froze. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know anything about any of those shows, so I have nothing to say.
Yeah. No,
That sounds cool.
Yeah, I almost went with I wanted to say, just for the sheer giving shit to Dink, I wanted to say Rebels, but it's not my favorite show of all time.
but you know that the show's garbage. So
It's
you
not
couldn't say it.
garbage. It's just not my favorite show of all
Seen
time.
no episodes of it. You can't say it's
That's not
garbage.
true. I've seen like 13 episodes of it and I couldn't watch any more of it.
He
So I remember my math teacher was a super fan of it. My math teacher was like 25. He was like a young guy.
Your fan.
And we watched all
he's
the
cultured.
same.
He's fucking cultured.
Yeah, well,
How can
and
you
we-
like
we
Star Wars
watched
and not
all the
like
same
that?
shit. Cause it's just I don't give a fuck about fucking Ezra, whatever the fuck his name is, and his friend who's like some ripoff of Chewie. He looks like a fucking walking raccoon king.
It's
Chewie
not a
from-
ripoff of
That's
Chewie.
Madagascar looking
Chewie is a
fucking
ripoff of
Do
Zeb.
not slander him.
I'm not. We're not doing this. Not doing this. Not doing this. We know what he's doing, Coach. We know what he's doing.
You know what he's doing.
This guy looks like fucking King Julian from Madagascar, whatever the hell.
Dink.
Freddie Prince Jr. actually plays a good Jedi. So
He does.
fair.
He does. He does. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Dink, what's your favorite show? So I can talk shit.
Okay, well, like Coach, I watch a couple different eras of shows, even though I'm much younger than everyone in this chat.
Oh my God, Mrs. Revan came at
Could be
you.
my children.
Shut your mouth.
She's
my
literally
children.
she's rewatching Rebels right now to get
Yeah,
ready for
poor-
Ahsoka.
Poor thing. I feel bad for
Weak,
you having
baby.
to suffer
Let's
through all of
Let's
that. Anyway,
go.
Ahsoka.
anyway, look, see, the George Deezer in the sky is blessing me with his presence. Okay, so that's all it needs. That's all y'all need to know. Anyway, so there's a couple shows. I'm just gonna name a few and then I'm gonna pick one.
'Kay.
So, I think one of the most timeless shows that ever was and ever will be is the original Star Trek show, in my opinion. I think the
Good pick.
and in many ways, you know, like people say like Star Wars did a lot of amazing things, but Star Trek pioneered a lot of this stuff before Star Wars even existed. And that being said,
Mhm.
I don't think Star Trek would be as famous as it is if it wasn't for Star Wars. I think it may have just died out and no one would
Right.
give a fuck.
Mhm.
But you know, I think
We worked together.
Star Wars definitely you know helped that out.
Yep.
But wait, what were you gonna say, Coach?
The what you said was actually correct. When Star Wars came out in 1977, Star Trek was dead. after episode 4 came out, and then episode 5, that's when they greenlight Star Trek movies.
Yeah,
So
and those movies were great too.
they helped each other out at the same time as also being, fans say they're rivals, but
Yeah.
to all honesty, I grew up on the originals with my brother. We used to watch them every Saturday night on
Yeah.
the local channel.
My parents were just watching it just now.
Yeah.
And then I
It's
I grew
timeless.
up as a teenager, young person into teenagers. Next Generation
That
Was-
one's different.
was the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. Mhm. My dad watched that one.
It's
Yeah.
not Star Wars to me, but I really did enjoy Next Generation. I haven't watched Picard or anything like that because I really don't.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, my dad was a Picard guy.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I think just the show, like the acting, the concepts, the literally everything was amazing about it. And I feel like I'm not gonna get in between like whether or not I like Star Trek or Star Wars more. Like I think they both have different things to offer. But yeah, I just think that show's timeless. But then there's a couple other shows. It's kind of tough. I think I could say for sure my favorite anime of all time is Attack on Titan. It's not even close. I don't think there's anything else to say about that. Like, it's just if you don't think that's a great show, then you're just an idiot. I don't know what else to tell you. Unless you don't watch anime, then that's different. But if you watch anime, that needs to be on your list. And I'm debating, like, as greatest show of all time. I'm struggling between Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad. One of those two. I'm leaning towards Game of Thrones because I watched it twice. I don't know if I'm gonna watch Breaking Bad again. I don't know.
Because yeah,
I also like. I'm currently watching Modern Family. I think that's really good too.
I would say
I'm not gonna put that top of all
when
time.
you pick the one here out of these three that you named, pick the one you think is your favorite out of those three.
Probably Game of Thrones, if I'm being honest.
Okay,
I think that show is just insane.
it is.
It's just like
it pioneered. It was a
just
pioneer.
like I'm just like, in terms of like impacting culture, I'm gonna say Star Trek. But my personal favorite, I'm gonna say Game of Thrones. It's
Alright.
just like you're just like on the edge of your seat. It's just if I start watching like episode 1, I'm gonna waste
You're
like
gonna
a month
finish
of
it.
my
Yeah.
life. It's gonna be
I do the same
Watch-
thing. I do the same thing.
Watch Boromir die in the beginning of every TV show. You've ever been in. Movie.
I almost
I was
stopped
so
watching
confused
after
for a
that.
second, Coach. I was like,
I-
"We're talking about Game of Thrones, not Lord of the Rings here, Coach." Then I
I
remembered.
almost stopped
Boromir.
watching when that happened. He was such a good character.
Oh, I was
But
mad.
The show
I
gets
was
so
mad.
much better.
But yeah, I can't. I'm not
was
going to give you
livid.
any hate there because Game of Thrones was in my list as well.
Even with
But-
the shitty ending, it was okay. It could have been better, yes, but it wasn't like the worst.
no,
It could have been much worse.
because
I thought it
you-
was okay.
The problem is they got ahead of the actual
books,
and
yeah.
that's the problem.
and they refused to
Yeah.
work with Martin. They refused to work with him on
They're
the final
idiots.
season.
That's kinda
They're idiots.
stupid.
They just wanted to get it done. They were signed on to do a Star Wars movie and they or show or whatever they were doing, and they wanted to finish it. And
They
then
got
when
fired on that.
And then they got fired on that because George R. R. Martin called up fucking Disney and was like, "Don't hire these idiots." And it was like seriously, they got ahead of it, and they wasted what to me is one of the. I would honestly say season 6 is the single greatest season of television ever put on screen. Like season 6 of Game of Thrones was so like Battle of the Bastards, like all of that's like just that season was they seriously wasted one of the greatest seasons of television ever made. So I nothing too much to go off of there. I agree with you, I think, but great show. Okay. Do we want to do favorite video game? Yes, make sure guys, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, make sure you guys are liking the stream. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, if you're new.
Go follow us on our links.
And go follow us on
the
our links.
bell.
They're all on the profile, so go follow those guys.
Hit the bell.
Hit that bell too, so you guys know when we go live every Wednesday, and when we post videos, because we're gonna post videos here as well.
Why
yeah.
is that, Ira?
So, favorite video game of all time. This one was a late ad because I was like, oh, this should be fun, and we'll still have time to do the hot takes. I don't think the hot takes will take us too long because I think we've all talked about our Marvel hot takes before. So,
I got new one.
I
okay,
already forgot the one that I said.
you guys know mine. You guys know what mine will be. We've talked about it.
Didn't I say one at the beginning? I forgot what it was.
You might have. I don't remember. My
What I
favorite
do
video
for
game
it.
of all time is Assassin's Creed 2. It is the game that if I were to plug in my PlayStation 4, it's the first game I'm playing. As soon as I downloaded the Assassin's Creed games to my PC, I played the second one. I played it twice. The second Assassin's Creed game is so much fun. I think it has a great story, and I was wrestling between that and Black Flag, but I went with 2 because it was the one that got me into the franchise. So Assassin's Creed 2 is my favorite video game of all time.
I've never played it. It's cool.
I
Yeah.
think it's drawn out, and they've kind of made
Oh, way too drawn out.
they made the series worse instead of just living off of
Yeah, they went away from
Good.
what made it successful. It pisses me off, but we'll see if the new one they're making here gets them back to. But Assassin's Creed 2 is really what got me into video games, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Assassin's Creed 2 and then Star Wars, the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. Like, that was the first real, like, multiplayer game that made me go. And that and then Modern Warfare 2 were the games that really got me into multiplayer games. But Assassin's Creed 2 was my first love of story games and stuff. So I didn't know if you guys would have too much on that because, but we lost him again. His screen froze
play
again.
with your background.
Stop
Jesus
changing
Christ.
your background. Forehead stream. Stop messing with your background.
Play with your background.
I'm gonna stop changing my.
How about we stop doing
Let's
that?
stop doing that. Coach, what's your favorite video game of all time?
Go off the rails here.
All right.
For
What was it?
Techno, the original
Oh, Tecmo Bowl.
Techno Ball.
All right.
Super Techno Ball. You know, understand how many Windows systems burned up playing that game? 3. I blew up my brothers, blew up mine, and then I blew up my friends.
We lost him again. He said he was going to stop. He didn't stop.
Kick him. Come on back in. Hack him.
But yeah, no, I kind of figured.
It's not Madden. It's not Madden.
Right.
I mean, as good as Madden is, the game that I played hours, days, weeks when I was a teenager was Techno Bowl, and those games were at that time shit.
Yeah. I don't hate that pick at all. I wasn't expecting it, but that's a hell of a pick, Coach. I like that. I don't have
Honestly,
really any feedback on it.
I just came up with it because it was going to be Madden or whatever, and I'm like, no. I had to go back to when I was 12. So
Yeah, I like it. Not a whole lot of feedback from me there. That makes sense. I mean, that was OG for you.
I heard all of that. Yep.
It's all right.
we did.
You wouldn't have had any feedback anyway.
How about you change your background like 4 more times and get kicked 4 more times?
Dink, what's your
Hanging out
favorite
with the
game?
mushrooms, bro. Look,
What is your favorite-
Geezer's
what is
getting
y-
baked back there, bro?
What is your favorite game of all time, Dink?
Getting baked with George Deezer. I mean, Super Smash Bros. Brawl is what I grew up on.
Nice.
Well, I would say Ultimate. Any sort of Super Smash Bros. Except Melee. Fuck Melee. Melee's garbage. Freaking weirdos play Melee. Oh, let's play Melee. I'm not getting into it. Freaking, I have friends that are obsessed with Melee.
If this was Melee, I would win. If this was Melee.
Anyway, I love Super Smash Bros. It's great. Brawl, I was nasty at Brawl. Ultimate is pretty good. Smash 4 is nice. Yeah, that's my favorite game. Ooh, Minecraft. Minecraft I might have more hours in Minecraft than any other game. I started playing that shit when I was in 7th grade. I had this little faction server, and I was like this little 12-year-old running a Minecraft business. People in the entire world would come to my place of business. Because I remember I entered the server, and you could have these like plots of land. And the way you got a plot of land was you plant a sponge down. It doesn't make any sense, but just pretend it does. You put a
That's why I
sponge.
never played it.
You put a sponge on on the ground, and it marks like an entire territory. So I came in, and this guy gave me like 2 sponges, and he's like, "Take these sponges. This is my inheritance." And then he left the server, and then I had all this land, and then I had my own sponges because you start with sponges. So I had this like freaking massive estate, and I had like this little empire in Monopoly where I had this shop where everyone came from all over the world to buy my goods and my shop, and I had like employees going out getting shit for me, and I was the place to go. If you needed anything in the server, I was the guy. I was like the kingpin. And then my dad threw my mouse out the window and was like, "You're done playing this game," because I was playing it like every day, all the time, and it was.
I think your answer is Minecraft. I think your favorite game of all time is Minecraft.
But, it was a great time, and I've revisited here and there, but I stopped playing a while ago, and if I started playing again, I it's like completely different now. So I don't know. But
I've thought about
2,
possibly doing community Minecraft stuff.
Dude, oh my god, we should totally do a server. It would be awesome. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. But the first game, the only game that I ever spent money on before I started streaming, I never spent money on any games. Like I used to play a lot of Flash games, like Miniclip, Nitrome.com. There was a game I used to play, Red Crucible 2. Lots of Flash games. But the first game I ever spent money on was Battlefront 2. I loved it so much. I was like, I'm actually gonna buy this shit.
I think I bought that game like 5 times.
Yeah, I think I bought it 3 times. And not because I love it, but because I keep uninstalling it and then reinstalling it, but I bought it twice. I bought it originally, and then I think I bought it a second time for the PC, and I didn't need to because I had Game Pass. So, I at least have bought it twice. But, no, Minecraft, it's fun. I've played Minecraft a couple of times, but I've never really, like, dove headfirst into it, but... Dived headfirst? Dived? I don't know what.
I tried it. I bought the Star Wars pack for it, and I was like, all right, there's no sense.
He didn't change the background this time. We can't blame that. I don't know where he went. I didn't see him change it. I'm watching the stream right now. We should be taking live bets. No, it looked like his shit just started glitching. What happened? I'm watching the YouTube to see what happened.
I think he changed it.
Did he change it? No, he just vanished. He just vanished. Yeah. Well, shit.
Well, maybe his dad took his mouse. How you get forehead?
Let's ask him.
Forehead of doom.
Are you coming back, Dink? Hello, everybody. So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna fix this next time. We're gonna fix this next time so that this doesn't happen. There we go.
What the hell are you doing?
What do I think about Rocket League, Reggie? I don't like Rocket League because I'm terrible at it.
I also
Rocket
suck
League
at
is
Rocket League.
Fun, but I don't understand it and can't do all those flips and things, and so it frustrates me, and I have to stop playing.
That's
my issue is
I have a buddy
everyone
who's
that
really
plays
good
Rocket
at it.
League. Everyone that plays Rocket League is insane. So there's no learning curve. You just have to just suck and be carried as dead weight.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
There's no one that's it's everyone that plays that game is insane. There's no one like, oh yeah, I've been playing a couple days. There's no one who's like mid or just not that good. You're either amazing or you quit the game and you don't play it because you suck.
You can't get good at it because you're getting thrashed.
Exactly. Everyone's like,
Everyone's fucking flying,
and you're here like you're like, dude, I want to come meet you over here, you know?
Yes. Okay. We're a little bit behind schedule, but that's okay. I don't think hot takes will take us very long because for sure mine we've talked about before, but I do just want when I say what mine is and you guys say what yours are.
Oh, we have to clarify what the hot take is for.
Yes.
You said a specific thing we had to have a hot take.
Yes. So, every week we're going to have a segment. We're going to end the podcast on a segment called Hot Takes. That's what we're going to do. And every week we're going to have it's going to be specific for what we're talking about. So today we're just going to do Marvel hot takes because this is what we were planning on doing. If we're not talking about anything specific, like today we were just talking about a wide array of movies, TV shows, and games. I just wanted to go with Secret Invasion just ended, etc. Let's do something we've all seen most of. What's our Marvel, the MCU hot take? You know what? I don't even care if you want to do Marvel, like other Marvel movies, like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans and stuff. Marvel hot takes.
Secret Invasion is ass. There we go.
You're not wrong. It's not a hot take.
Oh, it isn't. Oh,
No,
then
not
I have
really.
no reason to watch that crap then.
Okay, so everybody says it's hot garbage. It's not hard garbage. We just
Right.
didn't need it.
We didn't need
We
it.
just didn't need that story. I don't care if what's his face was getting it on with an alien for 25, 30 years. I don't care. It has nothing to do with the story.
Nick Fury married an alien.
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, maybe
Nothing
I'll
to
watch
do with
that.
it. It was
I-
pointless.
The
Seamless.
first 4 episodes had some of the best dialogue we've had in the MCU.
Was he like, "What's up, motherfucker?
Probably.
Pow, 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 pow.
No.
I'm Nick
So-
Fury, bitch."
I just think it's not a bad hot take, but at the same time, didn't need it, and they just added another OP character. What
Yeah.
the fuck are we gonna do with that? Because
Right.
there's like 3 more OP characters they're talking about doing, and I'm like, all right, then if everyone's OP, is anything going to happen?
Yeah. And all it did was make more questions. Now, my hot take. You guys have all heard this hot take before.
Probably
The-
wrong.
My hot take is. You ready for this? Come here. Come here, Cam. Come here, chat. Black Panther is mid.
Oh fuck, that was gonna be my hot take. But
Black
I was gonna say it's ass. Not
Black
mid.
Panther is mid. I'll go one further. It is a
It's
bottom
ass.
half Marvel project. It's bottom half.
It's ass.
You want to know how many times I've watched that movie, chat? Once. I have watched that movie maybe twice in terms of rewatching all of the MCU to get caught up for something. I have no desire to ever watch that movie again. My quick thoughts, my quick minute-long thoughts, hopefully for a short here. Black Panther is a bottom half Marvel movie. I can name 10 movies that are better than it, 15 movies that are better than it. Black Panther is not that good of a movie. Yes, the writing is good. It had an interesting story. CG was terrible. Fight scenes weren't that great. The villain was cool, but they ruined him by making him say the same damn motivation every time he was on screen. and then it's not that good of a movie, and you're lying to yourself if you say it's that good. I see things like the Rolling Stone magazine, which sucks, say it's the best movie. It was the best superhero movie of all time. Wrong. Not right. I'm sorry. That's my hot take. Black Panther is bottom half Marvel movie. You can't tell me otherwise. It shouldn't have won the amount of Oscars it won. Bottom line.
I think Coach might disagree, so I want to go first because I also agree with you, Revan. But I'm gonna take it one step further. It was garbage. It was ass. The only thing good about that movie was the music. The music
music was
great.
also very good.
I liked Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis was cool, but there was not enough of Andy Serkis.
Not enough of the best person in the movie.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah. Chadwick Boseman was great.
Yep.
Whatever Michael B. Jordan. I almost said Michael Keaton. Totally different guy. Michael B. Jordan was cool.
Agent Ross is terrible. I don't like Agent Ross. He doesn't seem like he cares about anybody.
Yeah, but like, I just felt like nothing really of substance happened. Like, yeah, it was a cool story, but like, somehow the movie was like 2.5 hours. It felt like I watched like a half hour of substance and the rest was just drawn out garbage.
The thing that really kills it for me is, and I mentioned Killmonger. Killmonger, still to me, one of the best villains they've ever had. He's a great villain. I loved a lot of his fight scenes. And his dialogue outside of him telling you what he's doing every single fucking time is great. And then, like, he gets to the end of the movie, and he's having an amazing death scene, and then he ruins it by telling you his motivation again. I know, dude. I know you want to, like, I know you're all about the ancestors and you want to be with your ancestors. And you're all about living the same life they did and making sure that it never happens again. You don't have to tell me every time you're on screen. Sorry, now I'm done.
Well, one more thing. They hyped
I'm
it
sorry,
up so
Reggie.
much
I'm
because
sorry.
They hyped it up so much because, like, I understand all of the social, like, whatever's that it tackled, that's great and all, but you got to be able to if you separate that, the movie was garbage. Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking as a fan of movies.
Yeah, and honestly, this was the first Marvel movie I watched. Was like, I wish I didn't spend money on this, and I waited for it in theaters. Like, I was like, that was a waste of my time. And I looked at my brother and was like, what the fuck was that? And then we went, and I remember going back to school, and I was like, "Oh my god, Black Panther was so good!" I'm like, "What?"
Go back and
Like,
watch the
what?
fight scene in the tunnel by the train. It looks like a PS2 game. All right, Coach,
All
your
right,
thoughts?
yeah.
care.
What?
Like as far as that being your hot take, it doesn't really
Yeah.
resonate with me. I think it's a good movie. I enjoy it, so that's where it's at.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're not mid.
I don't hate the movie. I want to make that very clear. There's very few movies from the MCU that I don't like. The Black Panther movie, I like. I like the movie, but it's not as good. Like, my hot take is, take a fucking reality pill, guys. It's not the best Marvel movie they've ever made. I'm sorry. Infinity War exists. Endgame exists. Captain America: The Winter Soldier exists. Iron Man exists. Ant-Man exists. The first Ant-Man movie is better than Black Panther. I'm sorry, it is. That's another hot take.
Even the TV show,
Yeah,
Winter Soldier and Captain America is better.
yeah.
But didn't
Loki
Black
takes
Panther
a
come out
shit on the
same
Black
year?
Panther movie.
Didn't Black Panther come out the same year as Infinity War?
Black Panther came out in what, 2018, 2016?
There had to be a year in between because there's
I
no
thought-
way
I
they would
think-
release it the same year.
I think they may have came out the same year because I remember I was like, I can't believe Black Panther won stuff over Infinity War. I was like, what the fuck? How's that even possible, bro?
Black
'Cause, like,
Panther-
Infinity War is just so much better.
Black Panther came
See,
out
Release date January 29th, 2008.
2018,
And when was Infinity War?
2021?
Really?
Or is that Endgame?
Am I an idiot? No, I think that's Endgame.
Oh no, Infinity War was 2018. It was the same year. Holy shit.
They were both the same year, and somehow nothing from Infinity War got nominated. And the music in Infinity War was definitely fucking better.
I'm
than
sorry,
Black
Infinity
Panther.
War is the best MCU film. We're
Yeah.
obviously not getting into that, but
The best MCU film ever didn't win shit, and Black Panther swept like half the awards.
the reason it's
That's
the reason it's my hot take is because I saw the Rolling Stone article that said it was the best superhero film ever made. And when you're putting it as superhero film over The Dark Knight,
Yeah, that's insane. And Logan.
Okay. Pump the brakes on The Dark Knight being the best fucking superhero movie on the
I'm not saying it's the
right?
best movie. I'm saying it's fucking
It's
10
really
times
good.
better than Black Panther.
Definitely top 3.
Oh, I like Black Panther.
You like Black Panther? Whoa, you like Black Panther more than The Dark Knight?
That's a good hot
Yeah.
take. That'd be a good DC hot take.
What?
Okay,
That's
hold
not
on.
my hot take.
Pump the
but,
brakes, pump the
yeah.
brakes. I want to know Coach's hot take now.
That is a hot take. There's no way his hot take is hotter than that. Oh my god.
We'll save that.
no
We'll save that for.
way,
Let's
dude.
save. That's a good. That's a good hot take for another
Jesus
day.
Christ. No way, dude.
I knew this was good. I love the idea of doing a
Heath
hot take segment.
Ledger, bro. Are you kidding me?
Is
Oh, my ancestors. No one gives a shit, bro. Are you kidding me?
yeah, okay, and Mr.
Yeah, man. He's a badass. And he comes in, you want to know how I got these scars? And he fucking puts a pencil in a guy's eyeball. I'd rather
That
see
was
that.
cool.
Come on,
That
man.
scene is pretty fucking cool. All right, Coach. What is your Marvel hot take?
Marvel Cinematic Universe versus
That's not a hot take.
is a hot take. Because
It is for a lot of.
they're
It is
putting-
in the grand
they're
scheme of
putting-
things. It is.
are putting their faith in Chai T, young
Yo, Chai
Avengers.
T is badass.
Be honest, the only thing they've put out that's been fucking has been Miss Marvel.
No Way Home was
Hawkeye
great.
Hawkeye was good, but not great. Miss Marvel was the that was on the level of first phases of. There's no way that these characters or people that portray these characters can carry Marvel franchise past this point. I
Mhm.
don't care about Loki's good in its sense, but they did Loki so that they could do this freaking Krang Kang bullshit. When I was a kid, you know what they had? They had X-Men. And they
X-Men.
all the people
Sounds good,
around
Reggie.
X-Men. Like, all of these expanded things. When I really got away from comic books, like I don't care.
Mhm.
I want base characters.
Mhm. No, I agree.
Wolverine.
Listen, in the grand scheme of things, that is a hot take with how the rest of the fan base feels. Maybe how us three feel, because Dink just said that that's not a hot take. Completely agree with you, Coach. For me, that's also not a hot take. It is a hot take in the grand scheme of things, but I agree with you. I have that same take. I think, I don't know if I necessarily would say it's dead, but it's dying, and it's not getting better.
Well, I think it is getting better, because I think the last 2 movies they came out with were great. I thought
Which
the
Guardians
Ant-Man
of the Galaxy
movie,
3 was
I think that was
great.
Not great.
I think that Ant-Man movie was the best one out of the 3 Ant-Mans, in my opinion.
I disagree.
The first one was mid. The
First
second one was
Frozen.
garbage. And this third one was actually, it gave me something to be excited about again. And the
Wasn't
Guardians
bad.
of the Galaxy movie, that new one, I literally started tearing up a bit. Like,
To
none
be
of the
honest,
other Guardians movies made me tear up.
I have not seen the last Guardians of the
Oh,
Galaxy,
you should.
but they're,
It's really
but they're
fucking
not
good.
building off of those characters.
They're not. Yeah, and I'll
Well,
go.
then, in that case, maybe not. I think they should do some Shang-Chi. They're not right now.
I'll do
which is
you this.
upsetting.
Tai Chi.
I'll add
Tai-Chi.
to this. I'll add to this.
Let's do some Tai Chi.
The Guardians thing, it's on Disney Plus now, so you can watch it. It to me, Guardians 3 is the best thing they've done since Phase 4 started. No Way Home was up there.
I honestly thought Doctor Strange was pretty good.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness isn't bad. It's definitely very fun. After rewatching Ant-Man 3, it's not the dumpster. Exactly what Ira just said. It's not the
I
dumpster
think it's
fire.
the best one out of
It's
all.
not the dumpster fire people say it is. It's not my favorite Ant-Man. The first Ant-Man is still my favorite.
Love and Thunder's better. That's another hot take for you.
What'd you say?
That's a better hot take because I fucking disagree with that
Love
one.
and Thunder is better.
That is a good hot take because I fucking disagree with that one. Yes.
I think, I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of these Phase 4 movies are okay.
They're
like,
okay.
People, like, they're not gonna reinvent the wheel every time.
Mhm. They're okay.
And, well, Love and Thunder is it might be better than the Dark World. It
I'll
might
add
be.
this. It is. I'll add this to it. Thor Love and Thunder. The scenes here. The problem with Thor Love and Thunder is it gave us too much silly and not enough gore. That's my problem with it. I didn't get enough Gore the God Butcher.
You didn't get enough. I don't think you got enough Thor. You could have gotten Beta Ray Bill. You could have, they've been teasing that for fucking 3 movies.
Mhm.
You could have gotten so much more out of it, but at the same time, as far as all of the ones that come out until I see Guardians hopefully this weekend, that's the one I like the most out.
Yeah.
It's the only one I've watched more than one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do think the MCU is dying, and it needs something. It needs something, and it hasn't done that yet. I thought
Bring
Secret
Iron Man
Invasion
back.
could be that.
Needs
You know what
Chris
will help?
Evans, it needs
Nah, just bring Iron Man back. We don't need Chris. Actually,
Loki-
no, Chris Evans would be
we-
great.
Loki
We do
season
need him.
2 comes out in October. Loki season 2 could be something crazy because I don't know if you've seen the trailer yet. They confirmed Jonathan Majors. They showed him in the trailer. He is going to be Kang. They're not getting rid of him as of now.
They
But-
can't. Can't.
They
As
won't.
much as they would want to, they cannot get rid of him.
They
One,
won't
he's
bring
not convicted.
Mhm. No, they won't.
He's not convicted of anything, and 2, they have him so wrapped up in everything, they're going to get him out of whatever trouble he's in.
Yeah. No, I think when it comes to that hot take, I agree. I think the MCU is dying and it's not getting any better. I haven't seen anything that's coming out. Loki could do something pretty cool, could do something great. Thor, to me, I think something you need to do with Thor, Chris Hemsworth, man, he wants to come back and he wants Thor to have some level of volume to himself. I think my pitch for Thor is have him with his daughter, with the girl, and have like it be like a TV show, like a 6-episode journey where he becomes Rune King Thor, where he is just badass. Because, and I know we already have too many OP characters, but Rune King Thor is somebody that could lead the Avengers, and because I'm not sold on Sam Wilson leading the Avengers. I'm not sold on
Oh yeah.
I'm not sold on Doctor Strange leading the Avengers yet. I'm not sold on
Barker.
Spider-Man. He's still too young at the moment. People have forgotten
Yeah,
who
Thor
he
should
is.
run it. Thor should be running it. He's supposed to
should
be
be
the strongest
Thor.
one anyway.
It should be Thor running the Avengers, so they need to give him some level of volume so that he can actually be the leader of the
They
Avengers.
need
That's
to
what
bring
it
back
needs to be.
Stormbreaker, Infinity War Thor. They
Werewolf
need to
by
bring
Night
him
was
back.
also really cool. That was a good one.
They should call it Point Break.
Point Break.
TV show. Point
That would be cool. Okay. Yeah, I agree with your hot take, and I do think in the grand scheme of things it is a hot take. But yeah, no, I completely agree. And yeah.
I mean, to be honest, like I had a struggle with even a hot take, even though I really looked at the stuff. Like, usually, if you said, "Coach, give me a hot take," I pop one off, but it's so slow now. Like all the stuff that you're doing on TikTok, I'm looking at it going, I don't give a crap. Like, you're saying that what had something on there about, oh, if it was written this way by whatever writer, it would have been so much better. And I was gonna do a thing with you, tell you you're fucking wrong. I don't care what it would have been. What we got, what we got.
Which one are you talking about?
I don't know. There was one that just drove me insane.
I have two
If I
more.
didn't
One
have
that
story,
had your mother in it.
yeah, it had your mom in it.
Kate
Yeah,
Dink.
I mean, you kind of took my hot take, Revan. So
Sorry.
I don't really know what to say. I mean, I don't know what to say. I think I don't know what to say. My usual go-to is Iron Man is so much better than Captain America, but that's not a hot take. That's
no,
just
because
common
that's
knowledge.
half. It's also half the fan
We've
base.
covered that. Yeah, we also covered that.
I don't know what else to say. You took mine. You took my hot take.
Sorry.
Black Panther. Well, mine is Black Panther is garbage. Not that it's mid. It's garbage.
All right.
All right.
And I don't like. Well, here, I'll say this. This isn't really a hot take, but I don't like what they're doing with Loki. I like the show, but I don't like how they turn him into a fucking weakling. Like, he's supposed to be a god, bro. This guy's supposed to be not as powerful Thor, but like in some instances on par with him, where he's able to, like go toe to toe with Thor at times. And he's getting mopped by truck drivers and human beings with little cow prodders and tasers. Are you kidding me?
Watch the trailer for the new season. He actually looks,
He better be badass.
he looks
better be
badass.
whooping
He looks
ass.
badass in the trailer.
Okay, he better be kicking ass, bro.
I agree with you, Iro. Captain America is the best.
I'm just saying, man. They need to make Loki a badass again. I think they should. Maybe they should just focus on the Asgardians. Focus on the Asgardians, and bring back Tai Chi, as Coach says.
Oh, what we were talking about with the MCU, I'll add to it. What Coach was saying, when the thing that Coach he hasn't seen it yet, so I'm gonna try not to spoil too much for him. The thing with Guardians is, and I'll say it's not gonna spoil anything crazy. They don't really set up anything. Like, that's the thing, is I was excited for the Guardians to set up something cosmic with Kang and all this stuff, to have this kind of big setup at the end. Just go into it not expecting that. Just go into it expecting a great fucking movie, because that's what you're gonna get. Like, but they didn't set up anything. I was like, okay, Guardians 3 is coming out. James Gunn's gonna set up all this awesome shit. And then he didn't. James Gunn did what James Gunn does best, and that's he's going to walk out there and he's going to give you a great fucking movie, and that's what you're going to focus on. It's going to be his movie.
Great dialogue.
And he's going to get rid of Henry Cavill.
Not going to talk about that. We'll talk about that another day. We'll talk about that another day.
Oh, but one more thing. I am happy.
Oh, damn, Iro. Good. That's a good one. Captain America 1 is his favorite MCU film. Crazy.
Wow.
I don't disagree.
Agree. I agree there, 8-bit. The new Guardians was a way for him to say goodbye to Marvel. I agree.
Well, I will say I am happy that they're keeping the Kang actor, because we've seen in the past where they'll just dump someone without any form of case in point, Johnny Depp.
They did it with James Gunn too.
Who?
They did it with James Gunn too.
Oh yeah. So
without
I'm glad
looking
that
into anything.
We're going backwards a bit and finding some form of resemblance of some form of fairness and innocent until proven guilty. I'm happy about that.
And they gave it time too. They let it simmer down. They took their time, and then finally they were like, literally, Loki comes out in October, and they just gave us a trailer for it. So I think they really just gave it some time, and then they were like, okay, it looks like it's going to kind of dial down a little bit. Okay, now we can show you we are going to keep him for now. So yeah, I agree. My other hot take that I was thinking for Marvel was Oh no, I lost it. What was it?
Winter.
Oh.
The Winter Soldier show is ass, or whatever the fuck it's
Falcon
called.
and the Winter Soldier. No, my other hot take was gonna be that and Coach would have agreed with me on it because him and I have talked about it all the time. Other than the obvious WandaVision and Loki, Miss Marvel is the best TV show for me.
I didn't see it. Isn't that
It's-
with the little girl that
Yeah.
no one cares about?
It's Miss Marvel. She's fucking awesome in the comics.
Okay, so I mean, beyond that, the Marvels movie actually makes me want to go see it. At least the
Yo,
trailer.
yeah, exactly. I want to see that movie because of her.
Ooh, I have my hot take. Eternals is a good movie. It's a very good movie.
Not a
actually.
hot take for me. I completely fucking agree.
Yeah.
Eternals
I
is
like
better
that
than
movie a lot.
Eternals is better than Black Panther.
Oh, that's not even. That's not. They're not even in the same tier. That's like. two tiers above.
I'm serious. It's to me, Eternals is better than Black Panther.
I think Eternals is at least B tier, maybe A tier.
I don't know if I put it that high.
Black Panther's. I think we did.
Okay,
A,
when
whatever
we
I
did
did
the ranking, we all
I don't
put
remember.
Eternals down in the D and E, F.
I didn't put it
Okay.
down there.
Yes,
I
we
didn't put
did.
it down there. I didn't put that down
View-
there.
well,
I don't
I'm gonna
remember putting
review.
that. Okay.
and
I don't have it that
I do
high.
you wrong.
I don't have it that high, but
I think it's B. Maybe, or maybe I put C, but I didn't put it
You
that low.
didn't put it that high. No one, none of us put it that
I-
high because
here's-
we had other ones higher.
I remember I put Black Panther high in the tier ranking because I was ranking it in terms of the tier of movie it is. I do think it's a good movie. I just don't
no.
think it's as good as other people say it is. I'm
No,
very
Black
particular
Panther is
about my
like-
Marvel movies.
Black Panther's like bottom 5 Marvel movies. Probably it's there with like Incredible Hulk. You know, honestly, I'd rather watch Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk is way better. Are you kidding me? That Hulk is scary, bro.
I can see why it would be a chore for you to finish. To me, I knew the character, and I think it kind of I can feel like it resonated with Coach a little bit, because of the family aspect. I liked it because of the family aspect. Like, it's a character who has a good family, they love her very much, and they survive. There's not some sad, depressing backstory for this character. It was just a fun show about a girl in high school who finds out she has fucking superpowers. That's what that's what Spider-Man should have been. That's how it should have been. Like, the good Spider-Man first, like, origin movies are those movies. He's just a normal nerd who finds out he has superpowers. Like, it's cool.
That is part of the MCU now. I guess when people rewatch, they should start with Spider-Man.
Jamie, crazy take. I think She-Hulk
what?
is the second worst TV show.
That's I didn't even I saw
I
one
think you were
scene where they
turned
were
on
like,
too much by She-Hulk, so it makes.
oh, he likes a muscle mommy.
Okay. Well, should we
Let's
end there?
Wait. Okay,
Can you rate
your
on this
take, your
thing?
take on Kenobi on TikTok. I'm gonna tell you, hate me.
What did he say about Kenobi?
Reva character might not have been sussed out, but I don't think that version was going to be any better.
Oh, no, I was reporting on a story that came out because it had popped up on my Instagram feed, one of the original writers who was on the show. I wasn't saying it should have been this. I was just reporting that one of the original writers who left the project said this was his idea and this is what he was going to do, and then I just gave my thoughts on it. I think it could have been interesting. I don't disagree. I still liked Kenobi, but I think that Reva as a character, I don't think she should have known that Anakin was Darth Vader. I don't think she should have known that. But
I think that's I think by that time, if she was playing dead, she would have heard them calling him Vader.
possibly
that
being
time,
around them,
they-
but
Because Order 66 had certain things that they knew Anakin was Vader and not to kill him.
yeah.
So there had to been correspondence. Like, we know Rex wasn't with him, but at the same time, you know, whoever the next guy up was behind Rex was underneath him would have been right there calling him whatever they're supposed to call him. He had that name preordained beforehand, and that's just my opinion on it. Like,
Yeah.
and if you're so stuck on hate,
Mhm.
and she would have been able to find out.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And so, Dink, for context, just so you know, the TikTok I posted, some guy, he was a writer, I don't remember his name. He was a writer on Kenobi, and he left the project, from what I heard. He came out a couple of weeks ago, and he posted a thing, or he did an interview where he said, he said that he was when he was writing the show, Reva had no idea that that Darth Vader was Anakin. And in his original story, when she finds out who he is through Kenobi, and then she sacrifices when she finds out, because to her, I can't remember exactly what he said, but she sacrifices herself to let Kenobi kind of get away from him in his version, kind of like Trilla did, kind of like what Trilla did in the Jedi or Fallen Order, how she kind of turns back and then gets killed by Vader.
But that's the thing, like, that's done. Like,
Right.
Star Wars fans, that's already been done. Why, we bitch enough that, episode 7 is the same as 4. Anytime we're going to redo something.
Yeah, well, I think that's why he left, because I think Disney was like, they just did that. And I didn't talk about this in the video, obviously, because I tried to keep it down. But, like, what you just said, I think it's because they did that. And Disney did that with, what's-his-name, Colin Trevorrow, when he was making Episode 9. They didn't like all of the stuff he was doing, so they said, no, I think you need to do it this way. This isn't going to work well. And he just left. So I think the same thing happened with this guy when he was working on Kenobi. I don't know that. I was just making, I don't think it, I think personally, for me, I was like, it could have been better. But yeah, we got what we got. Yeah, I agree.
Here's a question to add on to that. What would you feel if that unknown Inquisitor in Ahsoka is Reva? They really haven't determined who's underneath the mask, and I don't think it's Blondie because they've already revealed her. Why would they?
I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's Reva.
Let's go.
If it's
Bring back
Reva,
Darth
they're
Maul.
gonna need to really convince me that it's her and why it's her. If they're gonna have
back
to
Darth
really
Maul.
convince me.
Considering you're 30 years after 20, actually no, like 10 years after the fall of the Empire, so would theoretically still be around, and if she was could still get an Inquisitorium before they blew it up, she would have all that armor.
Because when she died, Luke was like what, 7, 8, 12? Might have been 12. I don't know how old he was. I can't tell by that. I can't tell that kid's age. But when she died, Luke was like anywhere between 8 and 12. Well, but here's the thing, though. He could, but the reason why he could, I don't think he wouldn't use Reva because he doesn't like Reva, and I know that's not what you're saying, Iroh. I don't think, because he was head of creative when Kenobi was made, so he would have known. I think it's going to be one we haven't seen yet, or it's
Killer.
or Starkiller. Yeah,
Bring
that
back
was the one I was thinking.
Wouldn't that be great? That thing pops up and it's Sam Witwer. Like,
That'd be so fucking cool if it were Starkiller. That'd be fucking awesome.
no, I don't care. I mean, honestly, I go into all these things just hoping, trying to enjoy every minute of it, even though Dink will be like, it's trash. That's trash.
Yeah.
It's trash.
All Star Wars fans, most of
I
the
like Kenobi.
No, yeah, Kenobi's good.
Kenobi.
I really
is-
enjoyed the show.
My top 3 pieces of Star Wars material: Episode 3, Clone Wars, and Kenobi.
Yeah, I
Mandalorian
really-
is like honorable mention.
Andor is really fucking good.
Here's a take for you. I kind of feel like after rewatching Kenobi, that duel at the end is better than Episode 3.
That
I agree.
real quick.
Episode 3 drawn out like a motherfucker.
There
That
was
one
too much. There was one scene where they go, like, what the hell was that? That's not practical at all. They literally did like a little loopty around their entire body and then landed it. That was some George Lucas shit. He definitely wanted that. It's like,
It would be really cool if they did like a little somersault here and blah, blah, blah.
I do have something I want to tell you guys, but before I tell you that, I think this is a good place for us to end. We went a little bit over. We had technical difficulties, and then Dink was fucking around with his background, so we lost him a couple times.
okay. Come on, that cost us like
No,
maybe
I know,
90
you're fine.
seconds.
I'm just
total.
giving you shit. But yeah, the movies took us a little time, but I kind of figured this might be a long stream. First stream back's not the end of the world. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna try and keep it to an hour. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Thank you guys for hanging
But
out.
not before we do a movie. No, I'm just kidding.
You guys will see me tomorrow, kick.com/thatonenerdreven. You guys can join me over there on Kick. I'm streaming tomorrow morning. Coach?
You can probably find me on my socials, practically TikTok.
Post
you'll
almost
see me
every
more
day.
there.
Pretty much every day.
Find me on TikTok, Coach_Vader, and Kick. It's Coach
Same.
Vader, and
TikTok.
everything else.
That one, Nerd Revan.
Coach_Vader.
Yep.
I'm around. You can find me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Dink.
shit! I just realized I said I was going live tomorrow, but I'm not. I said I was gonna do only up on Fortnite, but I'm actually gonna be on a boat all day tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a IRL boat stream, and you can see
Maybe.
me in the middle of Long Island Sound, but
Maybe.
there'll
We'll
probably
see.
be no
Can you-
service.
Can you sing the Lonely Island Boys? I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a
What?
boat.
I'm on a
I'm on a
boat,
boat.
motherfucker.
Fucking boat.
Careful we don't get DMCA'd,
All right, well-
Coach.
If I can't get service on the boat, I'll see y'all on Saturday. We'll do a Fortnite, do only up.
Good knife.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe these.
Thank
maybe
you, Ian.
these Deezers will play with me. We'll see.
Love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. We will see you guys. We'll be back next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Love y'all. Thank you.
9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern.